Hello everyone and welcome to part 3 of the Megaman 0 playthrough. Right now we're heading back to the underground area to get a cyber off. You see, after you do the mission of retrieving the data, if you go up here, you will see that the area has been so damaged that you can't go anywhere and you can't transform the spiders anymore. But if you go over here and you use your keyboard rod, you will be able to obtain a cyber off. It takes a little bit of practice to do, but you can either do it two ways. You can do the method that I'm going to be using, which is triple rod, or you can try wall dashing, which it can work, but I never managed to do it specifically for this area, and I didn't want to bother with many tries of me doing it. So yeah, just use your triple rod. And the good thing about the triple rod is that it can actually go through walls for a certain degree. I mean, if it hits the wall and there's it will still attack a bit through it, so it's a good weapon in that regard. But I just prefer the sea saber over the triple rod. I will only use the triple rod very little, and the only reason why I leveled the belt later is because I thought I was going to use it. I was going to need to get another saber off, but no, I didn't. So yeah, now we got Mippy, and she's going to give us more health. Well, right now we're going to go to one of my least favorite missions in the game, the Occupy the Factory mission. Apparently the resistance base is running low on energy, and he always telling us go and occupy the factory so that our team can take control over it. Sounds simple enough. Problem is that the level design for this area is just horrendous. I mean, this part is okay. Let me just go up here. Actually, the road that I'm taking is an alternate path that you can take. In the lower area there are security cameras that will shoot you down, and if you're not quick enough, will close the doors on you. But if you go over here, you get an extra life and some energy crystals. You also get a cyber off. So just keep dashing and you should be pretty good. Now, so that wall does seem like a normal, it has average level design, correct? Nothing too bad. I mean, it just seems reasonable. But these parts. Okay, so you need to fly over a apartment speed over these crane robots. It's okay, simple enough. If you're not going to get anything, then this area is just simple. But if you're going to try and go for an extra life or that particular cyber off over there, this part is a pain in the fucking ass, because when you try to slide down the walls, you can't see the robot beneath you. So you don't know if you're going to end up falling on the fucking robot or if you're going to go to the bottom speed. And the robot... I went through the robot! I was supposed to wall jump from it! No, I went through it! And it doesn't have any checkpoints. You go back outside, so you waste another 5 minutes trying to go through it. Ladies and gentlemen, this took me 10 tries, and I'm not going to have to sit through that shit, but still, for the love of God, what were they thinking? I mean, I understand challenging, but that's just cheap. I hate this area with a passion, and it took me 10 tries just to get the cyber off. I repeat, just to get the cyber off. And you could have said, okay, just leave the cyber off there, but this is a very useful cyber off. This is Winky. The cyber off that we're going to get is Winky, and she doubles your... oh, I almost failed off there. Winky doubles your health bar, which means that if I want to have a full health bar, I need to get her. So if you're going to do that, don't fucking do it in a way that is almost impossible for me to get down without risking my life. I actually got really lucky with this jump. I noticed the upper part of the robot and I jumped because I just said fuck it. Maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't make it. But I did. Again, if you're not trying to get anything in this area, then it's a simple level and you shouldn't have any problems. But if you're going for that cyber off or for that extra life, and especially in the next mission that goes in this area, then you're fucked. You're going to have to slide down those walls. He could have done something a lot better, something more simple, but no, they did that. You people made that. Congratulations, Capcom, you are officially made the only level in video game history that has made me throw the remote at the ground. And fuck this jump. My L trigger wasn't working, so I couldn't dash, so to make a jump you need to dash jump. But for a person like in my case, who the dash trigger doesn't occasionally work, then it's a pain in the ass. That's usually not a problem with a lot of people, but for me it was. And people won't usually know I have to dash jump to make it. They will think, oh, the distance should be okay. So they end up falling like me. Anyway, here's the boss of this level. The wheel gator. I mean the steering wheel. It's simple enough. It has 6 arms. The yellow arms try to hit you. The red ones fire at shoot fire at you. The green ones shoot electricity balls at you, and the blue ones try to freeze you. Sounds simple enough, right? And it actually is. It's a kind of a dull boss, but I don't really care for it. Actually, this guy can cause some real damage on you if it hits you, so I would suggest attacking the core after the second arm hits you. It'll take a longer time, but you will risk getting hit a lot less. The only moment that the core opens is when it tries to attack you, so be wary of that. And you can also destroy the arms, but I only broke that arm by accident. I really didn't try to break the arm. I just felt like attacking it. And sometimes actually something I should mention is that when the arm attacks you, it usually goes attacking from the right side to the left side, but occasionally, not always, but occasionally the green arm will occasionally go left-right instead of right-left. So just be wary of that. That can happen. It didn't happen to me here, but it can happen, so be wary of that. But this boss fight is pretty simple, so just focus your shots on the core and you should be pretty good. If you die to this boss fight, it should be because of the damage, not because you actually stress that you shouldn't die in this boss fight, because the pattern is really simple. The only thing that can get you hurt, if you do the strategy that I did, was that the green arms might attack in the opposite direction. But anyway, with the mission completed, we get the fire chip, and that's going to be the weakness for our next mission, which is what we're going to do. Again, fuck this level. I do not want to go through it again, but I will have to go through it again to the other mission that is in this area. So, hooray for that! But anyway, with that done, let's head out to find the shuttle. Apparently a Reploid aircraft was shut down, and we need to go to the desert to go and find it. So let's go to it. Let's go and see if there was any survivors. Merely equip your fire ship, because the fire ship is the weakness for the boss fight. The level is pretty simple, no particular speed. Actually, something that I would recommend is remember where the enemies are, where the enemy formations are, like where are the birds, or where do the birds usually come from, because you will need to know that for the next mission, for the next part of the mission. Also, over here are some spinning blades that don't respawn if you kill them, which is really good, but I suggest you do kill them, because in the second part of the mission you will need these blades to be gone if you want to go through it with the least amount of trouble. So destroy the bird traps to go through, and destroy the spinning blades. And go over here, dash as quickly as you can, so you can get a cyber off that is actually a substance. Like in the Megaman X series, sometimes refill your health by sparing it and saving it for later. You can refill the substance by having full health and grabbing health power-ups. I really like the addition of the sub-tanks in the Mega Man X series. I prefer them a lot more than the E-tanks from the classic Mega Man. And this level is pretty simple, and we will be going through this level again later. Something that you may not enjoy about the game is that you revisit areas a lot. As you saw, we did the underground area like 2 times already, and I already told you that we're going to have to do that fucking horrible factory level again. And and for some people it may seem kinda dull that each boss fight doesn't have their own area, but I think it kinda helps make the world seem a bit more together, if that makes any sense. These enemies over here are surrounded by tornadoes and rocks. Just try and shoot them down, just smash the B button. There's no strategy for it, just smash the B button. They have stones that can deflect your shots, but nothing to worry about actually, in my opinion. With that said, we meet Anubis Recombrances III. I only know his name because I think it's a pretty badass name, but anyway, this has to be one of the most easiest boss fights that I've seen in a long time. His weakness is a fire chip. He will throw his spear at you and then go to the other side of the screen. After you hit him again on that side, he will summon these pillars with spikes on the top. By the way, these spikes are not instant kills, so don't worry about it. And that's try to crush him. Crushing you is not instant kill either, so it's pretty easy. Then he will summon these hordes of zombies that will try and eat you. They're not too annoying, but sometimes he will summon like 4 or 6 of them, and it can get a bit hectic. Just make sure the wall jumps count and hit him before he summons even more zombies. And the zombies can go down pretty easily with one charge shot, but again, the more he summons them, the more annoying they get, because they hold to suck your health, and then when one lets go, another one will grab you. But that was Anubis Recombrances. Not really a hard boss fight, pretty simple. And here's the only survivor. And here we begin the second section of this mission, the escort section. Unlike Ciel in the first level, you need to stay close to this guy or else he will not follow you since he's so hurt. Ciel managed to keep up with you even if you were dashing like crazy. This guy, if he gets off screen, you need to go back and get him, because either if you don't, he won't follow you. Now I do know that this guy can die. If enough enemies hit him, then he will die. That's why I told you to destroy the spinning blades. If you don't destroy the spinning blades, then when you're trying to destroy the bird trap for him, not only will you slide down to the spinning blades, but so will he. And the spinning blades I think are an instant kill for him, because he doesn't have that much health. He only has like 5 or 10 hits. After that, then he's pretty much dead and failed the mission. And that's also why I told you to try and remember where certain enemy formations appear, because if you remember where that is, then you can just simply attack them and protect them. Even if he survives, if he gets any type of damage, that will lower your ranking score. Again, I don't really care about rankings, I care about the story and gameplay. The enemies can hurt him, and he will ask to help him, which means focus on what the fuck you're doing. And this section is a bit annoying in my opinion, because you're so fucking slow. I mean, I would much rather go like we did with the CO level in the first mission, where you are just dashing and he managed to keep up with you. But no, since he's so slow, you have to make sure that he's on screen 24/7, which is a real pain in the ass in my opinion. And make sure that you're careful with the birds. I think they are the ones that can hurt him the most. I mean, since they come from up to, it's kinda hard to recognize where they are. Well, the snakes have a little like sand mark when they're going to attack you. See, I got lucky there that the bird didn't hit him. And that's pretty much it. A pretty short mission in my opinion, and not the best one. Not as bad as the other ones, but I don't really particularly care for it. I will go on and say that Megaman 01 is my least favorite of the Zero series, because the story elements are in this that I talked about in part 1 are not as developed as in the other games. I would have to say that my favorite ones are Megaman 03 and Megaman 04, I think. 2 is good, and I still like it over 1, but Not as much as the other two, because the other two have a really epic feel to them. But anyway, that was the mission, really simple. And apparently we also get some data about the base being attacked. And surprisingly, what do you know, Seal is going to tell us that we are going to get attacked sooner or later. We're getting attacked right now, what do you know? But anyway, we're running out of time. We'll save the base later. I'm the RunnerGuitar, and I'll see you guys in part 4 when we take down the giant mechanoid.